First, a major deal as the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Bulls swing a swap before an important deadline. Andrew Bynum is on his way to Chicago, at least his rights are, after a swap late Monday night that will send Luol Deng to Cleveland. Bynum's deal would become fully guaranteed if the Bulls choose not to release him before the close of business Tuesday, as most expect. He was already excused from the team after a brief suspension for conduct detrimental to the team. So here are the details. Bynum, at least his rights, again, to Chicago, along with a first-round pick from the Kings, a pair of second-rounders, and the option to swap first-round picks with the Cavaliers in 2015. In return, the Cavaliers get Luol Deng, at least for the short term. He can become an unrestricted free agent this coming summer, but an all-star, two-way player, a defender as well for Cleveland. Let's start from the Cavaliers' point of view. How much sense does this make for them?
Well, it makes a lot of sense for them for all those things you just said. Two-way player, been deep in the playoffs, and someone that can help out Kyrie and Dion Waiters on how to play the game the right way. Ball movement, make the extra pass, and defensively, I think he would help out greatly. With Tristan Thompson and Varejao, you still have some pieces around there. The question is, can you keep Luol Deng? Can you keep him happy for the rest of the year and say, I know you want to test free agency, but we really want to keep you here with us?
Oh, by position alone, Matt, I mean, this is a huge get for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The talk, obviously, leading up to Bynum being either traded away was always towards Los Angeles and Pau Gasol coming aboard. But they have some young forwards in Zeller and Thompson, and Varejao's at the center position. Then there was talks about Richard Jefferson and the small forward position. Now, nothing against Richard Jefferson, but a two-time All-Star in Luol Deng coming to Cleveland,
right?
And especially at that three position, it's a huge get for them.
And for Andrew Bynum now, presumably the Bulls are going to release him before the close of business on Tuesday. That means he'll be available to anybody. Given the fact that the Cavaliers basically told him to go away, how much market is there for him? I mean, you're talking about a guy who's won rings, who's been an all-star, who is a 7-footer with all kinds of skill.
It has to be a contender. It has to be someone like the Clippers. I think of Doc Rivers. It has to be one of those coaches that can get into his head and say, look, I'm willing to take you on if you're going to play the right way. If we're going to have this conversation, look me in my eye and say you're going to come and play hard every night, get in shape, and we're going to try to keep you healthy. Doc is the only one, maybe Pop, but I don't know if they really want to take that chance.
Well, the other thing about it, 3D, is that for those teams, if they have enough room, obviously, to sign Andrew Bynum, it's going to be at a prorated minimum deal for the rest of the season, more than likely. And if it's an issue, it's bye-bye. Those teams, you know, if they have everything and their ducks in a row and everything's in place and it becomes something where they're babysitting or having to do things that go outside of what it is that's constructed their path to get back to the finals or a deep playoff run, they'll just remove that from the situation. Bynum, I think, could help either one of those teams. So if you're talking Miami or Clippers, he would help them out, and it would be a really interesting shift in the dynamic as to who might come out of each conference.